Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain one of the most common questions on the digital SAT reading and writing portion, and this is like words in context question in the blank part. So basically, this question, almost the exact same text and like options appeared around, if I'm not mistaken, maybe around 10 times so far since the start of digital SAT. I personally don't count the number, but they are so common that it's already many students basically memorize this question, but sometimes just memorizing this question might not be helpful because I will be talking about one trick of College Board, which let's say confused many students in one of the past exams. And yeah, like let's solve the question and what is it basically about. Um, Just a minute. In the 2010s, the price of vintage figures rose dramatically. So we have a price factor. We have a price factor and saying that price increased. Price increased. The price of vintage My Little Pony figures rose dramatically. So it increased to a dramatic level, like dramatically, which had the counterintuitive. Counterintuitive means like the opposite effect of demand. So basically from nature, you expect when some price of a like stuff, maybe price of a car, maybe price of some like mobile phone increase, like it might decrease the number of customers. It might decrease, like this is natural like factor. It might decrease the number of customers who want to buy those products. But right now we are having like the counterintuitive effect of maybe like increasing demand, counterintuitive of increasing. My guess answer is like increasing demand or like causing demand. Causing demand. We are using colon. So colon has three functions. When you see a colon, it might be used for explanation. Explanation. It might be used for definition of a some part, and then third one is listing ideas. Right now we are giving an explanation. Buyers who had not previously, so like without knowing this effect, without knowing that price leads to decrease or price leads to increase in this case, still you can know because College Board tests this tests like are created in a standard level, and like everyone like should be able to know at least by making reference to other part, which is called statement and restatement. In the words in context questions, you have a statement part and you have a restatement part. Restatement is like in a language level, you might say a statement part can be slightly tough to understand, like C2 level, and restatement part should be more easy to understand, like B2 level, which might be understandable for most learners, for example. And that's what we are doing with the column. Buyers who had not previously wanted to purchase old toys suddenly throng. Throng means like enter the market. Like throng means we can they can with the great number like throwing the market, or more like metaphor way, like destroy the market in a way that they want to purchase something, believing prices would continue to rise and the toys could be resold later at a profit. With this example, you might think of the case of for example Bitcoin. For example, Bitcoin, which has been increasing dramatically since, let's say, since the last decade. For example, last decade, the price can be, just for example, can be $5 for each Bitcoin. Right now, it's, if I'm not mistaken, like more than $100,000 per Bitcoin. Yeah, like $100,000, and like it's increased by 200 times or more than 200 times because people believe that it's like increase, and still they can buy even if it's really expensive in a, like this rate. Same thing here. The price, like even though the price is increasing, people might buy it more because they might believe still prices will like increase, not like decrease in the near term. So my guess answer would like increasing demand or like causing demand. Exploit means to make use of something. Exploit means to make use of something for your own benefit, for let's say in a wrong way or like for your own benefit. You only think about your benefit, and when you're exploiting, using demand. Basically, just saying that using demand does not make sense. So like using demand in this case is not like maybe leading to demand, effect of leading to demand, increasing or like causing demand. Second one, stabilizing. If our demand is stabilizing, if our demand is stabilizing, this part, like restatement part, would be wrong. Saying that suddenly is wrong. This part would be wrong to say if it's like stable, stabilizing demand. So demand should not be stabilized. It's also wrong. Monetize means like to make money from something. We cannot like like we can have the demand and then like monetizing is a different topic, not about this idea. Monetizing demand, make money from like from that demand is not really relevant. Precipitating. So precipitating means leading to some particular situation, or we can see with the example here. Just a minute. So yeah, precipitate, this is a Google explanation, a verb, cause an event situation. We are talking about the increased demand, typically one that is undesirable to happen suddenly. Like do not focus on this undesirable. We can just give an example on this one. Unexpected, we can take this one, unexpected increase in demand prematurely, or like bring about also synonym for cause, give rise to, similar to this one. And from this understanding, from this explanation, we can choose D as the best possible option here, precipitating. So right now the answer is precipitating, leading to demand or like causing demands in this context. But what is so tricky, what is so unique with this question is that they basically use almost the same text with different options. Each time they might give different options with almost the same text and same idea. So far, the correct answers have been precipitating, if I'm not mistaken, causing demand, engendering demand also means like leading to causing demand. And there is something like catalyzing, engendering, precipitating. So far, this, if I'm not mistaken, there should be more. Um, just a minute. Precipitating demand. Yes, and the last one, precipitating. So, and the last one, they took it in recent December exam with a different option. It is catalyzing demand. Mm. It's like after catalyzing, it is eliciting. Yeah, I meant eliciting demand. Eliciting also means to cause a particular situation. We are talking about this one. And from this also, like in the past, in one of the past exams, catalyzing was correct because catalyzing means to give a like to bring about some particular situation or like to give a rise to particular situation. It was correct option, but later on when the answer was eliciting, there was also other option which was capitalizing. In that way, like most students thought like capitalizing and catalyzing they are same thing and chose capitalize, but capitalize means emphasize. Capitalize to make like to make it uppercase or like your writing way, or like capitalizing also means to emphasize on a particular like thing. Yep, just a minute, we can just check it. Capitalize meaning. So capitalize can mean to write letters to supply money to a business or include money as an attachment. Take the chance to get advantage. Yeah, it means to take the most of it. Finance, fund, underwrite, beg, sponsor. All right. So realize the present value of income, convert into capital. Just make the most of it, something. So yeah, relevant to like emphasizing the importance, or like make the most of it, but still it's not close to our idea. That's why capitalizing is wrong. But most students in that exam chose capitalizing, like thinking that like thinking unexpectedly or like wrong way that capitalizing also means like similar to catalyzing. In the like structure, they might be similar, capitalizing and catalyzing. Like from the like immediate look, it might seem like this, but if you like take a look at the options closely, capitalizing is the wrong way. So far, precipitating, causing, engendering, catalyzing, eliciting. This, if I'm not mistaken, oh yeah, 5 versions have been tested, and 5 versions have been like tested more than I would say 10 times. So you should be so careful with this one. And still, there is possibility that any different other version might be tested, not like any of these 5 options, or like different, let's say, words similar to or like synonym to these 5 words. And yep, see you in the next videos.